Hey guys, we are back for more Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Of all the battles in the war so far, the contest for Fort Pinel is the fiercest to date. And from this horrific clash of weapons and wheels, the Crimean army emerges bloodied and exhausted, yet victorious. The prize at Fort Pinel is no small thing, but it is the promise of additional reinforcements from Gallia, and the large Belgian army encamped in Castle Dayan that keeps the breath of hope alive in the soldiers' hearts. There is one other pivotal piece in Dayan's defense of the former Crimean capital, the severely undermanned Castle Nados. As the day's end draws near, Tabarn's small force of Hawks and Galleons cease their attacks and return to camp headquarters. I guess at Fort Pinel. So this is chapter 27, Moment of Fate. Alright, we are coming up on the end of this game, guys. Wow. Well met. From the looks of things, the battle ended in our favor. We claimed victory. Victory. Yet Dayan had more troops than we expected, and it was a hard-fought battle. I don't have the best news to report either. What? What the hell, Tabarn? What'd you do? As the day ended, we withdrew as planned, but as we were leaving, reinforcements began flooding in from the capital. That's a piece of ill news. The men that were originally guarding the castle were nothing special, but there was one who appeared mid-battle and crushed an entire unit by himself. Oh no! He was so much stronger than the others. It was as if a wolf had appeared in a kennel of blind newborn pups. It's a nice illustration. He was covered from toe to tip in black armor. It made it difficult to judge his size, but I think he was bigger than me. Uh-oh. If my intuition's right, he is the villain you've all been talking about. The Black Knight, he's in that castle! Okay, well that was a quick beginning. Ike is the MVP, very nice. So, are we at the base already? Well, hell yeah, we are. We have support conversations. We have Alencia and Jeffrey. Oh, and we have Vulcan somebody. It's gonna take a while. Are you looking for someone, Your Highness? Jeffrey, I'm glad you're here. Is there anything I can do for you? Yes. Okay. So, Alencia does not want Jeffrey to protect her on the battlefield. Alright, short and sweet conversation, just the way I like it. Mr. Har, where are you, Mr. Har? So this will upgrade theirs to a B, which means I don't really use Har anyway. I think I barely used him usually when I played the first Fire Emblem. I used the crap out of him when I played Radiant Dawn. And who does Volk have one with? What is this about? My controller will work. Bastion? Huh. Okay. Back already. A little bird landed on my shoulder and whispered some very juicy information in my ear. Most of it matches perfectly with what I've heard Ike tell the princess. Yes, the information I'm not sharing with you is most interesting indeed. Delectable, even. Oh, that's just mean. What, somebody told you that? You never could resist a tasty morsel of gossip. We all our habits have. Wow, okay. In any case, my doubts about you and Commander Ike have been put to rest. How kind of you. That's all I need to say. I just thought I'd ease your concerns. Consider it a professional courtesy. Okay. You're well suited for skulking behind the scenes and playing the puppeteer. Have you considered a change in employer? My allegiance is with the Crimean royal family. I'm sure you understand. Okay. Is that all of the support? It is. Now we have a 2-star conversation with Titania. Can I speak with you for a moment? What is it, Titania? I have something important to ask of you. Okay. I want you to tell me about the night Commander Grell was killed. I understand that it's difficult for you. However, I need to know. I have to. Just tell it once. That's all I ask. If you can't, his death will be something I'll never be able to face. I feel I've done you a terrible disservice by not telling you earlier. It's just that there was a lot I had to get clear in my own mind. I know I've kept you waiting. So you'll tell me? Well, yeah. Think I've finally come to a point where I can face it. Alright. That night, I've already told you everything up to where I was on my way into the forest, right? At the end of the path, or at the head of the path, not the end, Father had told me to go back to the fort, but I had a bad feeling and followed him anyway. When I entered the clearing, he and the Black Knight were already fighting. They seemed to be evenly matched at first. Then they exchanged a few more blows, and suddenly Father was sent flying. They spoke to each other for a moment, but I was so far away I couldn't hear what they said. Then the Black Knight threw a sword at my father's feet. I think he wanted my father to pick it up and use it. But Father didn't touch the sword. He just readied his axe again and charged. It was over in an instant. I couldn't believe my own eyes. They looked like they were embracing, just standing there, frozen. But I saw the Black Knight's blade. It was protruding from my father's back and shining in the moonlight. When the knight pulled his sword out, Father sagged and fell backwards. I ran and tried to catch him, but I couldn't hold him, and we both fell to the ground. The wound Father had taken was terrible, but at that point he was still alive. The Black Knight approached and said, "Give it to me." I had no idea what he was talking about. I do now, though. He had been sent by King Ashnard to retrieve the medallion. Father told him he'd throw the medallion away, but the knight didn't believe him. Then he tried to get Father to talk by threatening to kill me, and missed. I was so angry I leapt up and attacked him, but it was useless. I didn't give up, though. I didn't care what happened to me, and I attacked again. If King Gallia hadn't been nearby, I probably would have died that night, too. After the Black Knight vanished, all I could think was that I didn't want Father to die. He was still alive. I thought if I could just get him back to the fort, we could save him. I clung to that false hope and started walking toward the light of the fort. I just kept walking. Thank you, Ike. Okay. His last moments must have been much happier. Oh, that's good. There's something else I haven't told you about. I met him. I met the Black Knight again. What? We fought. You did well to keep your life. I'm not the same boy I was on that night. I've grown a lot. I've worked hard. Yet even so, I wasn't able to defeat him. There's nothing you can do about that. Not even Commander Grell could defeat him. You're not ready to... It's not that. It's not that my blade work wasn't good enough. Then what do you mean? Titania, it's his armor. It's impervious to damage. Okay, he said his armor has been blessed by the goddess. He said only weapons that were also blessed could hurt him. Yeah, where can we get that? I have one here. Uh-oh. That sword! The night after Father died, I went back to that clearing by myself. I hope to find some clues that might help me hunt down the Black Knight. The sword was still there. I brought it back with me, and I've been hiding it ever since. I wasn't thinking about using it. I believed that if I just carried the sword with me, I'd meet the Black Knight again. And it worked. So this sword will work against him. It's supposed to. It was made to contest Alendite, which is the sword wielded by the Black Knight. Do you think you have a chance? Oh, yeah. That's right. What is it? When you meet him, you'll exchange blows. If at that moment you don't feel you stand a chance, you must flee. There are times when running away is not the same as losing. Don't you believe in me? Okay. Okay, so we've had quite a long 2-star conversation here. There we go. Alright, so do we get the sword or not? No? Okay, well let's look at experience. Anybody close? Anybody gets a level up? Let's go with Gatry. We're about running out of chances to use experience, or bonus experience anyway. Hey, strength and speed, yes, and defense. Very nice. Good level up, Gatry. Sure, let's give Jill one. And to level 14, and she gets skill and defense. Okay, I like that. She's maxed out strength. I guess she could have used some speed. Well, too late for that now. Let's give Soren a level up. To level 13, and he gets magic, skill, and resistance. Again, good level up. He still hasn't maxed anything out though. And that's everybody I usually use. Let's give Rolf a level up. Might just give everybody a level up. Why do you need magic? You don't need that. You don't need that crap. Okay, well let's give Nefni a level up. Probably give everybody one, except Ike. Alright, she got strength and skill. She has plenty of speed, I think. Yep, obviously she has plenty of speed. And sure, why not, Mist? Take yourself a level up and do a good one. Come on, get a good level up. Magic, awesome. I guess that's all I can ask for in one of her level ups. Alright, that's enough. How are we doing on equipment? I think, well, he still has a knife. Oh, that silver lance is not going to stand up. Let's go ahead and sell that. I usually don't show this, and I actually wanted to leave the base in this part. But I need to make sure everybody is well equipped. And let's actually just go ahead and buy another one. Okay, that should cover Nefany. And Rolf should be fine. Mist should be fine. Astrid's good. Gatry, I think is good. Well, yeah, he's good. Well, I guess Soren, no, he's fine. He runs out of Elwyn. He has other shit he can use. Alright, so let's go ahead. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's sell the steel axe. Might make this a longer part than usual, because I want to leave the base and get to the start of the fight. So let's actually buy another axe for her. I don't know if she can use a silver axe. No, she definitely cannot. So let's go to the convoy then and see if we have anything there. No, we have a hand axe. That kind of sucks. Oh well. I guess I could give her another axe that somebody has. Not sure who would have one. Oh, she has an iron axe. I don't know. Okay, he has iron axes. Let's go ahead and give Jill an iron axe. And make sure that nobody has a steel axe they could give her. No, she can't use a silver one. Okay, well that's it for Jill then. And she has a good silver lance. Enough of a steel lance for another chapter. Alright, I think that's good. Everybody seems to be okay as far as equipment goes. I think what I will do though, just in case, is buy steel lance, send it to the convoy. Same with a silver lance to the convoy. Alright, there we go. That's it. That's all we're going to do. Let's end and try to get to the start of the fight. General Ike, please come with me. We're getting ready to have a war council and discuss tomorrow's battle. So, the Black Knight's in that castle, is he? There's little doubt of it. The Bjork's a real handful. Even when I attacked him in cat form, I barely scratched him. It's his armor. It's apparently blessed by the goddess. Ordinary weapons, natural or no, can't damage it. Oh, that's just swell. How are we supposed to defeat him? Angry looks? Leave that to me. I've got a sword that should be effective against him. I don't like it, but I suppose there's no choice. We don't use weapons or shields. Those Bjork tools are for Bjork alone. Very well, if the villain in question appears, we'll leave him to General Ike. Now then, shall we determine who among us storms the castle? Ike, can I talk to you? Uh-oh. I know that, even so. What do you want to talk about, Mist? What is it? I feel a bit dizzy. May I rest a moment? Oh, what foul deed is this that rears its head? The gods of war do charge a heavy toll, bewitch us, and attack our very minds. The princess, she is faint and overtired. Forgive your humble servant this trespass. Hark, my dear, and bless me with your arm. Good folk, we shall retire for a spell. Of course, princess, please rest and allow us to proceed with these preparations. Alright. I think Bastion just said a whole bunch of unnecessary shit. What is it? Come on, miss. You realize the princess was making time for you to talk with me, don't you? Well, my father could talk to you later, but then I changed my mind and wanted to talk to you now. I've been hoping to talk to you too. I haven't heard very much from you since the other day. Yeah, okay. When you told us the story, I was so shocked, that's why. The part about Mother's death and about Father, right? Yeah. Duh. It's only natural, so you have come to some kind of understanding with it all, is that it? At first, I couldn't believe it. The stuff about the medallion and the revival of the Dark God and all of that, none of it sounded real. And everything about Father, that was even more unbelievable. It was all I could think about, but I didn't want to think about it anymore. It made my head hurt. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even sleep. I would just lie awake at night and stare at the tent walls. Yeah, I was the same way. Alright, I guess my body finally reached its limit. Last night I fell asleep. And when I woke up this morning, I don't know. It was all gone. I only had one emotion left. One emotion? It's hard to say. Sympathy, I suppose. For Mother? Yeah, and for Father. I think more for him than anyone else. Father and Mother were in love, weren't they? And then the medallion, it made Father go, what did you say, berserk? When he returned to himself, he found Mother. When Father died, it was so much, I thought I was going to die. Father must have felt the same. No, he must have felt even worse. I think you're right, and Father kept it all to himself, too. Mother, the medallion being hunted, he never said a word to us. It was his burden alone. The man who killed Father was that knight we saw in Port Toa, right? The one in the black armor. Yep. You're gonna fight him, aren't you? For Father. Yes, I am. That's the one thing I won't let anyone else do in my stead. Trying to stop you is pointless, I know. If I were stronger, if I were a sword fighter, I'd be doing the same thing. Miss, but you must keep your promise. You promised to lead the company in Father's place and to protect me. If you go and get yourself killed, I'll never forgive you. I understand, that's why I'm not going to lose. Okay. Fantastic. How are you feeling, Princess? It was a lie. I'm not feeling unwell at all. I'm sorry I fooled you. I knew it all along. It was all for Ike and Miss, was it not? It would appear, my dear Princess, that you care for them greatly. I witnessed the death of both my father and mother. Soldiers fell one after the other, and then I was separated from Jeffrey. It was Ike and his friends who rescued me. If not for them, I'm sure I would be dead now. My Lord Ike and Miss too know the pain that I carry with me, the pain of losing one's parents in war. That may account for why the two of them, right from the beginning, were so warm and friendly. They gave me the support I needed to survive. Miss and I have continuously encouraged each other to go on. So, they rescued you and are your patrons. There are those among the soldiers who complain in jealousy of Ike's station, but it's a trivial matter. We, the retainers of House Crimea, find this general very much to our liking. Ah, Bastion. Oh, good. Enough plain speaking. I must ready my silver tongue anew. Shall we return to the council? Okay. So now do we get to do the war council? Ah, NATO's castle. There we go. And I see chests. There are chests. How exciting. And there's the Black Knight. And Hafed. Sir Knight, the Crimean army will renew their assault at the castle momentarily. The troops we are faced are not the half-breeds we fought yesterday. It is the army that bested General Bertrand. They are not what one would call an easy opponent. Resolve it. I beg your pardon? Hafed, you are in command. The castle defenses are on your shoulders. I have business with General Ina. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Okay, so the Black Knight is through that door that Hafed is guarding. And there are thieves, I know there are chests. Just saw those thieves in the left corner, or right corner, whatever the hell corner it is. I'm so gonna lose some chests. Is everyone ready? The castle's strength has been bolstered with reinforcements from the capital. We must strike now before any more can arrive. If the Black Knight appears, don't try to engage him. He is mine. I will take care of him. Alright, excellent. I'm going to end this part here, so next time we will start the fighting part of Chapter 27. Thanks for watching, guys.